The small island nation of Margarita consists of 4 islands: Alita, Bonita, Corona, and Doritos. The state's population of each island is given in the table below. The number of seats to be apportioned is big M equals 96. Complete parts A and B below. We have 4 columns and 1 row: State A, State B, State C, and State D, representing Alita, Bonita, Corona, and Doritos. Population will be 86,919 for Alita, 4,327 for Bonita, 5,391 for Corona, and 3,363 for Doritos. A. Find the apportionment under the Huntington Hill method. Now, we can do this the longhand way, or we can go into my math lab and we can use technology, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Once again, we're going to come to the multimedia library when we're in my math lab. We'll left click on it. We'll have this screen, and what we want to do is go to chapter 7, the mathematics of apportionment. I want to left click Java applets, left click find now, and there's only one Java applet. Left click apportionment methods, and this is going to be the Java window that opens up, and you will be able to input your information accordingly. And if you do get this particular window, do you want to run this application, you will click run. And if you've already assigned media.pearsoncmg.com to your Java window security features, then you should be fine. Now notice that I have a set of instructions here which I can then run through just to go ahead and refresh my memory. But remember that we are going to want to use what is given to us in the problem. Remember that in the problem that we want to look at first the Huntington Hill method. So we'll go back to our Java applet. We need to create the table based upon the information that is given to us. Now remember that for this particular problem I have 4 states. So I need to change this value down here where you see number of states, and we're going to change that to 4. Notice that I now have 4 rows, and I can go ahead and change the name of the states if I want to. Right here I can type in ALETA. I can double click this one. I can get rid of the B and type in Bonita. I can get rid of the C and simply type in Corona. And then I can type in Doritos here. And I also want to make sure that I have all the information that I need. Okay, the apportionment, the number of seats to be apportioned is going to be M equals 96. And so we'll go back to the Java window. Right here you see where it says M equal, or number of seats. I'm going to go ahead and type in 96, and then I will press the tab key. And now I need to go ahead and type in my standard quota, or I mean my population. Sorry about that. So for the first one, for Alita, it's going to be 86,919. Then for the second one, which is Bonita, we're going to type in 4,327. And then for Corona, and I'll need to slide this over so I can see, I have 5,391. And then for Doritos, we're going to have 3,363. And then we're going to come down here. You'll see the compute has now become highlighted. And if I left click compute, I will get these numbers under standard quota. Notice, however, that this is the standard quota. There are 6 methods up here: Hamilton's method, Jefferson's method, Adams' method, Webster's method, Huntington Hill method, and method comparison. We will left click Huntington Hill method, and we come to the apportionment, which is going to be 83 for Alita, 4 for Bonita, 5 for Corona, and 3 for Doritos. But notice right here we have a 95. So I want to go ahead and look at that. Okay, as I said, I'm curious about this because if you look very carefully, you'll notice that under apportionment, the total is 95. And over here, under standard quota, the total is 96. That presents a problem because now my numbers are not equal. And so what I have just effectively discovered is an upper quota violation. And this right here should be +1 to get 84, which means that this will add 1 and end up with 96. So I've now reached the quota, and the problem was with Alita's apportionment. So we'll go back to my math lab so that we can go ahead and type that information in. So we realize that we've increased the Huntington Hill method by 1 for Alita, and then we'll use 4, 5, and 3 for the remaining 3. So we left click this, and now we want to describe any possible quota rule violations. Well, from this, I know that an upper quota violation has occurred, and that this is a problem with the island of Alita, and so we check our answer, and we are done with this particular problem.